Hi guys, welcome back to another Reading Wednesday. I missed last week's because I was busy preparing for Easter, which if you celebrated, I hope you had a great Easter. Every book that I discuss, except for the last one, I will pop up right here because they're all on my Kindle. So let's just dive in. The first one I read was thanks to NetGalley and Macmillan Children's Publishing Group for sending me the e-arc. It's Scorpion Deep by C.G. Drews. And once again, they did not disappoint. It was so good. You follow Jonathan Covey. He's a sad, gloomy young boy who desperately wants to leave his home island of Kilcaro. It's like a small fishing village island with some ruins at the top. And with the summer ending and his only friends on the island leaving for college, he is desperate to not get left behind or, you know, be alone. So he ends up asking for the help of an old sea myth, Scorpion Deep, an eldritch god, for help by way of a ritual that he does, and he didn't even know it would work. Surprisingly, it does, and they end up drawn to each other, and the air around it becomes almost obsessive, and it's twist after twist, and the way it melds horror and sea monsters and old sea tales with like just the loneliness and the feeling of depression and abandonment. It was woven together in a really beautiful but horrifying way, as C.G. Drews does with their writing, and it's so good. I recommend it. It will be releasing October 27th, so just in time for Halloween. But yeah, so that was the first book that I did. The second book, I finally got Libby. Me and my boyfriend took our son to get our library cards, and I finally got mine attached to Libby. And I was going through there and I found the audiobooks, and it was, you know, under an hour. So I was like, oh, I'll listen to it while I crochet. It's the Mason Falls Mysteries, The House by Raelyn Drake. I didn't realize it was middle grade at the time, but it was still fun. It wasn't bad. Like, I can't be too harsh on it. It was middle grade. But it's very Scooby-Doo, very cozy mystery. It's about Grace and her friends who decide to investigate the town's local haunted house under a dare. They want to find out if it's really haunted or not. And it turns out that the house may be more than it seems. It was a very easy listen. It'd be a very easy read if you had it. It was like, I don't even think it was 200 pages, maybe, I don't know, but it was very good. I couldn't complain. This next book also comes from Libby. I kept seeing it on Instagram and people talking about it, and it was I Was a Teenage Slasher by Stephen Graham Jones. It's I think it's like 10-ish hours on audiobook. It tells the story of Tolly Driver, a 17-year-old in 1989 Texas, who becomes a slasher after a life-altering prank at a party. It follows the killer's perspective, and it blends like 80s nostalgia with dark humor and poignant character development, and it's very 80s 90s slasher. I'm really enjoying it so far. The narrator is really good. I recommend the audio of it. And I'm really excited to see how it goes. um I have two more that one I'm currently reading, and then the last one is what I'm going to be reading after that. The next one is the Summer Fun Massacre by Craige DiLouie. It is also an arc that I was able to get from NetGalley and Orbit Books. It is going to be releasing June 16th. And he also did another book that I enjoyed, which was episode 13. And it is told in a different format. It's told in the way of like voice recordings, video cameras, like journals, things like that. Just not your regular book format. But this one takes place in 1992, and it's about a detective, Tom Bailey, and he has this hunch while he's out on duty to go to this summer camp, which he had a previous call there for noises out in the woods. He went and looked, didn't find anything, comes back. He decides to go back, and when he gets there, he sees a scene that mirrors a tragedy that happened at the same summer camp in the 80s with only one survivor. And it's so good so far. It's very 90s slasher. It's the visual of the killer's mask is wild. I am really enjoying this. And then keeping on point with the slashers, the next one I'm going to read is Slasher Summer. It's by E.L. Chen, and it releases June 23rd. And it was also from NetGalley, but Crown Publishing with that one. And it's about another summer camp, but it's Cedar Lake is best known for the shooting location for the campy 80s horror flick Slasher. And then years later, the teens that played in the movie come back for a reunion, and they end up that night finding out that their tires are slashed, the phone cables are cut, and they have to play their characters one last time and try to survive the night, which I think that's going to be super fun. I'm super excited about that one. I do post all of my reviews for everything on my Instagram. I had it linked in the other video, but I will put it down in the description. And then the last book I have that I'm super excited about, I hope I can get to it this month, is Mocha. It is the book of the month book for April that I picked, and it is a horror, but it's like a hidden camera horror, and it takes place in Seoul. Okay, so Molka is it's like a hidden security camera type horror from what I get from the description. It takes place in Seoul, Korea, and it just seems really good. I bought it, I bought it one based on the cover, and then two based on the description. Plus, I love horror. So that concludes the reading Wednesdays. I'm trying to get better at this. I'm trying to get better at doing videos, things like that, getting more comfortable with talking. But I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I will be back with more books. Hopefully, I can get them done next week. Have it, or may stick on a every other week basis with this. There's going to be more videos of crochet coming up because I am going to show my progress for my reading blanket that I'm doing, as well as working on a few other things. So if you guys enjoy crochet or bookish things and art, then be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.